For the rest of the demo, what I'm going to do is do some kind of typical cleanup that I might do with these two reports so that they look a little nicer and don't have quite so much uh, uh, I don't know how you'd say, yeah, databasey looking stuff in it. So let's go ahead and start by editing the customer orders table. Well, first of all, probably not going to do the order ID, customer ID, or employee ID, as these are internal keys. So let's get rid of those, and also from the table rows, but also from the cells inside the TDs. So we've eliminated those. We've got a required date and a ship date, and the ship via is not really very important because that's just another internal key. So let's get rid of the ship via key. And there's the freight, ship names, address, city, state, ship country, and probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all of these up until the ship country, just to make the report a little smaller. And so that's ship name is the last one I have there. Let's go ahead and remove those. Okay, I'll go ahead and save that. And let's go ahead and view the data now. And again, it's prompting me for a customer ID, so maybe I will actually just go back and navigate via my customer list and take a look at what I've got there. That's great. Oh, it looks like I've got an extra column in there, so I'm just going to clean that up. There's the ship name. Maybe I'll actually add the ship name back in. So these are just labels, so I can change those however I want. Freight. I don't want to put dates on here. We'll take those off the labels. Required date and the order date, required date, and that all looks good. So we'll go ahead and save those and then close that. Take a look at what we've got here. That looks good. Okay, so now I have a nicer looking report. And let's go ahead and look at the customers list report and do something similar to that. So let's go ahead and take a look at customer list report. And that similarly has this customer ID field that we don't really need to see, but the rest of the fields look pretty good. Okay, great. So now we have a nice, pretty a little bit prettier. Oh, let's clean up some of these titles as well. So we can just change those. Those are labels. So we'll just call this company. And contact. Let's lowercase that, company. And then title, that all looks good. We'll clean that up, save that, take a look at our list. There we go. Now we have a little bit of a cleaner report, but you'll notice we don't have the customer name on here, and we'll get to that in our next. Well, actually, no, let's go ahead and do that now. So obviously, I kind of need a customer name on the company name on here, sorry, not on here. This is the customer list. So if I click down into here, I want to see what company I'm viewing the orders for, but I don't have that particular data on here. So one of the things that I'm going to want to do is add some more data to this thing. So let's go ahead and make a new data block. I'll go ahead and do that. And in this case, I am going to again make this kind of similar to the based on the customers table. So let's go ahead and look at that. But this time I really only want the customers, and this time we'll say where customer ID equal colon customer, just like I did on that prior report. So, oh, and I need my access equals. So access, oops, my access comment, access equals, and this will be access content, just like all my other data blocks. I'll go ahead and save that. This time I'm going to call this customer.sql because it's only going to return one row. Save that in the same database. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add to this report some new data. And in this case, I'll use the customer field. I'll hit preview. Again, it's looking for a customer ID. Whoops. And all I need is that customer ID. And that's great. But this time I'm going to change, rather than doing a table, I'm just going to use it as a document. So, and notice the in this particular case, it just lists the fields without any formatting. We'll go ahead and add that, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. So now let's go to our Layout tab, and you can see that what we've got is this new block associated with data. So the first thing I want to do is this div tag. I'm going to take that and put it before the other one. So both of these data blocks are going to operate off of the same customer. And a couple of things to note here. In this case, our for each is on the same element as our FRX block equals. So this is going to pull the information for one customer in a separate data block. I'm going to put that as a separate div here. And then in this case, I'm going to maybe wrap this in an H2. And I probably don't need most of this other information, but I could choose to add that in. Well, let me go ahead and do that. So, so we'll put this in a P tag and contact name and contact, and we'll add a BR. Again, we're using XHTML syntax, right? So we'll do the contact title, and then another BR, and then the address, and then another BR, and then city, region and postal code and country. Those look pretty good, and we'll leave off the phone and fax for now. And then we'll close our P tag. Whoops. We'll try and close our P tag. And we'll go ahead and save this. So you can see that Forena can be used to create just about any HTML syntax you could think of. So now let's take a look at our report again. So there is our report, which now has the company name at the top, along with the orders that are associated with that particular report.